Okay, I'm finishing up on the fourth verse of 2 Kings 5, and for some reason my video cut off, so I'm making this second video for the phase one. And I just wanted to check the arguments of the verb to hear and tell that we're going to use. So I'm looking at the ontology and lexicon, ontology, and I've got events chosen. You can see in this pull down menu here, and then I'm on H's, so from this pull down menu. And you can see down in the bottom left portion of the screen the verbs hear. So we have four senses of hear. So the first one is to hear something, like to hear a sound. So the example is the people heard the sound. Okay, that's not what we want because what we're using is, in 2 Kings 5, we're using Naaman heard about the things. Okay, so that's not what we want. So sense B is to hear that some event happened. John heard that Mary read a book, so that would have a patient proposition that Mary read a book. But that's not what we want either. We want to hear about things. Sense C is to hear an event as it occurs. John heard Mary talking to a friend. That's not what we want either. So, ding, 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 sense D is what we want, to hear about something. John heard about the problem. The first example down under the argument structure, if you look down at the bottom, it says the women will hear about those things. That's exactly what we want. So that sense of hear is just what we want, and it'll be sense D. And then the other one is, then John told the king the things that the girl who was from Israel had said. So we want to make sure that we have a sense of tell to tell things. So let's look at the senses of tell. So I'm still in the events. So now I go to the pull down letters and select T. And now I have, down in the same corner of the screen, I have the senses of tell. The first sense of tell, A, is indirect speech, like John told Mary that Steve went to school. So that would have a patient proposition to tell that something happened, that some event happened. That's not what we want. We want to tell things. Sense B is to tell someone to do something. Mary told John to read a book. So again, that would have a patient proposition. John, read the book. That's not what we want. Sense C, to tell about something. Mary told John about the conference. We actually could have used that sense to tell about something, but what we want is ding, 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 sense D, to tell something to someone. Mary told a story to John. In this case, we're going to do tell things. So we do have the correct senses, and we're going to want hear sense D and tell sense D. So we'll check when we do the phase 2 that we've got the correct senses for those two verbs, and this verse should be okay the way we've written it. Okay, thank you for listening today.